welcome to the ICE Talk Show, Designers Glory, with me, interior designer Soniya Potdar. Today we are at episode 5 and we are discussing a very interesting, socially important topic, which is conservation of energy. And to discuss this lovely topic, today we have with us architect Saurabh Chatterjee, architect Ahmed Sheikh, and architect Lakshmi Govekar Chatterjee. Welcome all to the show and let's have some fun time. So when we are talking about conservation of energy, when we look at building construction or even town planning, architecture is a very broad subject. But when we are designing as architects and designers, what is impacting the environment is very essential, it's very crucial. Today we are looking at, excessive use of natural resources, designing and planning. There are some mistakes somewhere, not considering the climate. And this is what impacts in depletion of the environment. So what does designers and architects do? Generally, you see people say that, architects are making a change to the society. They are upgrading the lifestyle. They're upgrading the planet. We all hear that. But today, let's understand exactly what goes into architecture, what an architect is thinking when he is designing. So let's start here with discussing what exactly goes into conservation of energy in architecture.
See, I'll tell you, in Paris Agreement, which was signed by many countries, including India, we have pledged to make the world net zero by 2050. Now, our contribution as construction industry is 40% in this. And construction industry takes care, like it includes everything such as cutting of forests, manufacturing, power generation, which is required for many activities. So that is part of it. Transportation is a major part. When you get materials to the site, cement, concrete comes, all this water requirement is very high. So that way we contribute in a large way. 40% is our contribution and at various phases. So it is planning, construction, your operations, and these are all individual activities but interrelated. So we have to tackle all of them at a time as individual and together. We have to tackle them because they affect each other. Now, we all know architecture is a very large pyramid. So urban planning to the smallest detail that is done in interiors. So we have to cover all these stages. At every stage, we have to be very aware as architects. We have to start making polycentric cities where we have self-sufficient, interconnected, smart neighborhoods, where a person doesn't have to travel for daily necessities, small facilities. He doesn't have to take out his vehicle. So our planning can affect transportation part, which in turn takes care of greenhouse gas emission. So that way architects can contribute to many things, not only the construction
Just
of a
the building.
Then theoretically people will start working in the same neighborhood, which does not happen. So some part of the people can avoid long distance traveling to the work destination, which will in turn help. We can encourage we can plan cycling tracks, more number of electric charging stations, so that people can start using all these ways of transportation, which will be planned by us. So we are not going to manufacture cycles or electric vehicles, but we can give them very good paths which will encourage people to use this.
So if the facility is there, people will use it and people are aware.
You make them aware. You give them the facility. In certain countries like cities like Paris, you see cycling tracks and many people using that facility.
And people love to walk also if there are walking tracks and if facilities are nearby.
And we have these examples, we have already. In places like Mumbai, where in fountain area you have lovely colonnades which encourage people to walk. Because they are very beautiful to walk and people don't mind walking if you give them that kind of environment. Weather is one thing which discourages them. So you create such colonnades which people can use. So if...
Just to add to this, what she's saying, since as she talked about urban planning and cityscape, so I would like to add one point over here, just to add to her, that as per the study, basically almost 70% of the population are going to stay in the urban centers by 2050. So much of urban migration is going to happen in the urban cities. So how to do this? If so many people are going to come and stay in the urban centers, there won't be any land left. for the people to stay. They will be living in slums. Right now we have single level slums. There will be double, triple level slums. There won't be any path to walk.
Yeah.
There won't be public parks because they will be grabbed by the land sharks. So how to do this? So what I have been talking about all the time is we'll have to plan vertical neighborhood planning. Like all these facilities which are spread out horizontally, they have to come on top of each other to become a building, pillar. Like the base can be your transportation hubs. Then you can have markets below.
Supermarkets over there.
Then you can have office in the same building, residential in the same building.
Medical facilities there.
Yeah, medical facilities there. Then also your amenities like clubhouses, etc.
Entertainment and everything there.
Rooftops, like, you join 3-4 buildings, make a nice rooftop garden. So transportation can happen from there also through drones and all in future. So this is the way we'll have to utilize efficiently the ground coverage so that we leave enough space on the ground to make buildings in future. So that is the way we will have to plan the cities. Like smaller towns, there will be migration. So we'll have to make the density high for every building in the future town planning, because otherwise what will happen is that people will start capturing the farmlands. They will start going out. So we have to avoid that. The farmland has to be farmland because they are bread and butter.
Otherwise,
so wherever spaces are available today, if 100 people are staying today, after 20 years there will be 1,000 people staying over there. So every part of urban space which is there has to be designed for density, higher density.
For higher density. This vertical planning which you're saying, it's already begun, right? The concept is picking up. Like even if you see in our cities here, we are having new residential towers with supermarkets and medical and all these facilities, and even the rooftop gardens. It's pretty much trending nowadays.
Yes.
So I think...
And that is the need of time.
Yeah.
Because we'll have to plan for future. See, today we are okay.
Yeah.
We are feeling the pinch, but we are not really affected. And very frankly speaking, for Indians, this concept is already accepted. We Indians struggle and do hard work just for the future generations to save things for. So this concept is very clear in India. For Indians, if you make them understand that, okay, you save energy so that your great-grandchild gets everything, things will
They
be
are
fine.
very much happy.
So that concept is very clear in our minds.
Yeah.
Just that they need some guidelines. That's it.
But I think as a community, India, I think we are very adaptive in nature, and we adapt very well to the changes, new technologies, and it's amazing.
Now, see, this is also now started, mixed-use building. A lot of projects is coming, mixed-use building. The ground floor, 2 floor, 3 floor is, the showrooms. Then again, there is a lot of parking, and then commercial, and then the hotels.
Yeah.
Mixed-use building, it's make a lot of, पहले जो बोलते थे कि नीचे दुकान ऊपर मकान. This is so good, you save lot of time, energy, traveling and all. It's make a lot of problems. Now today's, if you see, when we are doing a hotel in Lucknow, so it's like a Lucknow city, they have make a complete, like in BMRDA, MMRDA, they make a nice path for cycling. The new city in Lucknow, they have made that path of cycling and all. So that is going to be help, for people who more cycling. There is a two benefit. One is like a exercise. Second is pollution, which is everything.
Less carbon.
See, in India, there's a lot of problem which we saw. There is people are not walking only. They just go to Rick and all, and go everywhere.
You also asked the question earlier. Some buildings are happening in that way, but these are all isolated buildings. We have to plan it on a cluster, bigger cluster, larger scale, so that it becomes an integrated planning for the entire cities. So it should not be that one building is doing it, the another building is not doing it. It is doing it in a different way.
So as he was saying that, there has to be some policy where, we just don't develop single towers like this. But, is there some project in pipeline by the government to do this and, revamp slowly in phases the entire country this way? Is
So
there something?
basically, I'm not talking country. I'll talk of Mumbai. In Mumbai, government has recently come out with a regulation, which is 33(9) regulation, where there is a cluster development policy. It was there earlier also, but now they have realized they have modified it, and they are giving you more incentive if you make a bigger cluster.
Okay.
So if it is a smaller cluster, less density, you get less FSI. If it is a bigger cluster, you get more FSI. If it is an even bigger cluster, then you get even more FSI. So many times, many of our clients, they are coming up with, suppose we were developing 2 or 3 plots earlier. Now same clients are coming up with 6 plots. They have acquired 6 more plots in the adjoining. So it's becoming a bigger area of development. So it won't be like isolated egg building, pencil tower ho gaya, without any open space, no greenery. So that thing is getting avoided now.
That's wonderful.
new
That's a good policy, new policy. When we are talking about developing clusters, and now let's come to the actual building part of it. What exactly goes into your thinking? And when you make an energy efficient building, what are the key factors here?
You have to have energy conservation inside the building through renewable means, like solar panels. So we think about solar panel only on the rooftop, but now we have solar panels available which can be cladded on the entire facade, the windows, the dead walls. So you have a lot of other surface areas where you can have solar panels. If there is wind, you can have windmills on top of the buildings to create that energy. Then the water circulation inside the building has to be conserved and recycled into the building, so that through STPs and other things, rainwater harvesting, so that you save a lot of water in the building. You don't have, you have less discharge outside. The building envelope, for example, like the rooftops. Rooftops can have insulation through landscape, through gardens, rooftop gardens can be there. The facades have to be insulated, dead walls, the windows has to be with a better grade glass that we get, like better U value, the better this thing, Low glass is there, DGO, triple glass, all those things which can save a lot of energy entering inside the building. The building orientation, basically, like if I talk about Mumbai, we have southwesterly and westerly winds. So building should be designed in such a way that the face of the maximum face of the building is facing this side. So you open the window and you get a nice building has a cross ventilation with nice breeze going in.
So the amount of windows you have also makes a difference, and where you placed for the proper circulation. So you're using lesser appliances to keep it cooler.
While designing a building, it should be very conceptual. You have to consider the terrain. You have to study the terrain. You can't have same design on flat land and same design on the level surface.
So what I was
levels.
Same thing I was talking about, that the building, when you start designing, the orientation of the building is very important, and location, as per the location, it has to be oriented. Also, the solar path is very important. You have to see that,
the movement of the sun, and it affects how the rays come into the house, and how it's, going to make the house heated up, or how much breeze is also going to come in later. Everything
the south part, which is getting maximum sun, you have to protect sun from there. But suppose you are faced with a situation that your building is having view only on the south side, like in Mumbai, let us say in South Mumbai, if you have a building, then what to do? Then you'll have to have some technology, like, the building has to have a inner skin, then you got to have an outer skin, double skin facades, and the air can move around in between. So that can cool up the building inside. Or technically, we have dynamic facades these days, where the panels, they rotate with the solar panel. So this way we can reduce the energy consumption inside the building and save energy for the building.
So when we are talking about these type of constructions, the materials which are used in the constructions, even those will make a difference, right?
Yes.
Right from the exterior of the building to the interior of the building.
So I would say now these days the latest craze is making building with wood, because the concrete, 1 square meter of, I've studied a data where it says that 1 square meter of concrete emits around 27 kgs of carbon dioxide, CO2,
That's
and
huge.
1 kg of steel, 40 kgs of CO2. But 1 square meter of wood construction emits only 4 kgs of CO2 into the atmosphere. So wood is a very good sustainable material. These days they are making engineered wood where it can replace steel and concrete in making the building.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So they have made till now they have made up to 22-story buildings in wood
In wood purely?
without concrete and without steel. Now they are making planning some 70-story buildings over there.
70 stories only in wood? With wood construction?
Wood.
Yes.
Wow.
No steel, no concrete.
Okay. But this is engineered wood or the
engineered
pure?
wood.
Engineered, which is made tough.
Yeah. And it's
Dense.
the wood is taken out from the licensed forests.
Mm-hmm.
So they are grown again and again.
Okay.
So if we use, right now they are using only 15% capacity. If they increase this capacity by another 20%, so they are saying that the carbon emission can come down by almost like 40%. So yeah.
That's amazing.
Because it works in dual manner. One is it's a controlled forest, so we are not disturbing that. Wood emits lesser carbon, and younger plants which are planted, they are replaced once they. So it's done in a very systematic manner. Younger plants absorb carbon dioxide.
Oh, that's how
So
they are.
both ways,
okay.
it helps the environment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have to slowly see. We are not going to accept things very fast, but slowly we'll have to make this change if we want to actually, and we have to have target of net positive. If we want to be net zero, then we have to have, so whatever energy that we use, we have to generate more than. So let's have that target, so we somewhere reach net zero.
Net zero, yeah.
So to do that, we'll have to adopt.
People say that if we use wood, what will happen in case of fire, But just to tell you, wood has a better fire resistant than even your steel and steel.
It's made very dense.
It's made very dense. And in case of fire, only the outer shell burns and it becomes like charcoal. So it's hard.
Okay.
So it's got fire good resistance qualities also.
So these structures are going to be like really very strong when they are made of pre-engineered and treated wood. So when we are talking about designing as per energy conservation needs, there must be some interesting stories about your experiences with your clients or actually while building it. So I would like to hear some of those.
See, once we resigning after pandemic, we designed the hotels, which we have given a very large windows where you can get more ventilated windows and all. And energy saving, see, every project now you will get all LED lights like that. But not using LED lights is energy saving. Now what we are doing access control, we are doing motion control. See, this is lot of energy saving. See, today if you will say whatever you are saving, it's going to be make help for global thing. So this is a very, we tell our client, okay, this is a few thousands is increased, but again it's a very important to save energy. So this we've started doing all our new projects, and whatever the projects is again coming to us which we have done earlier. So we force to client, we explain that how to save that energy and all.
So in the long run, it is giving us a lot of benefit on
It's
the
a
power
lot of
bills.
benefits. See, today, those days is old days. I am agree with the client. It's coming up a lot of pricing. Once we do access control, we do this, it's become so expensive. Now we ask for that company, okay, see, I have a budget of 50,000. So you have to give access control, you have to do motion control, where the guest is coming. See, there is a lot of what we get benefit, we have to show the client. If we are doing motion control, so you don't require a key tag. You can see in key tag, lot of warming is going on, then people are using two key tag, one when they go out, put it, and then energy that air condition is on. So if there is no key tag, if there is a motion control, once you enter and the light is on and the air condition is on, when you are sleeping, then again motion control detect that the guest is sleeping.
Yeah.
So it is cut off, lot of energy it's saving.
Yeah.
So that is what, and
I think we have to educate the client that although he's spending little more today as
more
a
today,
initial
but they are
investment,
getting a benefit, lot
Very
of benefit.
beneficial
This
in the
money
long
comes back to him in 2 years.
to
Where he
where
has saved so much of energy consumption that it's neutralized. The extra cost is neutralized in 2 years' time.
and then again, once it's come to that water, see now what we are using that, like example, what we do in Hilton Hotel, we have used that shower. Then again, we call the company, we will not give any brand names. So that we call that brand name, कि भाई we want a shower which will consume less water. But that the same water, speed and everything, it's come on the same. So they have made shower which is less water consume. If you give balconies, if you give more cross ventilation or ventilated, the guests not open even air condition also. Because they feel. So this is lot of changes it's come which we are doing for our hotels, like water saving. It's a small thing.
Even recycling of the water.
Recycling the water, we are doing recycling the water, we are doing STP, we are doing energy saving, and access control is it's very beneficial because of once you see the corridor. See, after 12 o'clock, no guest is coming.
Yeah, in public areas, motion
Public areas,
sensors are
you see,
great.
there is all light is on. Then again, what we do generally access control. Then when the guest is coming from the lift lobby, then again lights come started on. Then again the restaurant. This is all. See, even the staff facility. See, once you see there is a three shift the staff is staying. But again, when they come and when they go, the area is nobody is moving, very less moving in the night time and all. Now the people also understand, the client also understand.
So you spoke something about recycling when we are talking about energy also. Can you talk a little more on that?
Recycling, see, lot of, guest is using lot of waters. So once it's take a bath and all, we do STP and also that water we do recycling. And for flushing also we use recycled water. And see, and once if the hotel has a lot of greenery, so that greenery also like a Mahabaleshwar, we use all completely recycled water for our greenery and all. So this we see to it. See there in Mahabaleshwar we have done wall in wall, double wall we have created. You can say there is lot of rain. So that rain water we use for even everywhere, for greenery, for flushing, for lot of water is recycled.
So we can also have green facades in the building. So entire building.
That's why I was saying. That's why I'm saying if you can adding a balcony.
Yeah.
It's a very old days. If you see every hotel has a balcony, like a resorting space. Once we have done in Mahabaleshwar, we have done a lot of, not in Mumbai, it's other cities. We compulsory design as a balcony. We give people can go there. Goa, we have designed such a beautiful balconies and verandas, people are sitting and reading. And
so when you add the greens there, it's like, when the breeze is coming in, it's already getting cool and it's fresh. You're breathing in quality air.
Yeah.
You're also feeling cool and you're using lesser appliances. So
And saving a lot of energy.
saving so much energy because of that. So we are all promoting energy conservation over here through design, through architecture, through recycling, and it is here to stay. And very soon we'll achieve the target. As per
Maybe before 2050.
maybe before 2050.
Let's have an earlier target.
Yes, we will definitely reach that.
Yeah, our Modi ji has signed the agreement, I think.
Yeah.
So we have to work towards it.
Yes. So here comes the fun part. We are starting with a very interesting rapid fire round. And we begin with the lady. Who's your celebrity crush?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Nice. Which is your favorite architectural structure in India?
Maybe Hafiz's Crompton Greaves.
Okay. What would you be doing if you weren't an architect?
A farmer.
Nice. On a scale from 1 to 10, how good are you when it comes to keeping secrets?
9.
She's keeping a lot of secrets.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Other secrets, not mine.
have you ever shoplifted?
No. No, please.
Okay, have you ever lied to each other on your first date? First date?
No.
No. No?
First date was, it just happened. We started working together.
Never a date.
It was never a date. It was a working date.
So every day is a date.
So we actually started
Actually, it was an accident. It was not a date.
we started working as partners first. Then suddenly, probably we thought that we could keep the entire profit.
Profit.
Maybe that was the reason. Or more relevant to today's topic, maybe we wanted to conserve energy and use one vehicle instead of two.
I like this one. Okay. Suppose you get to wear a costume to work. What would you be dressed as?
About the costume or about the personality?
Costume like Spider-Man,
Yes.
Iron Man.
My God.
What would you be?
Batman.
Nice. My favorite.
And traveling will be easy.
With the bat vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah. Bat
That is the major advantage. I can avoid traffic and directly go to office.
Anything you regret? One thing you regret doing?
Not really, nothing.
Great. Which character would you like to play from any movie as if it were you?
What do I say? Shencha.
Wow. I like that. And okay, which is the hardest key to turn?
What, getting money from clients?
Yeah,
No.
that's a bit.
It's much more simple. It is donkey.
No, that's the hardest thing, I think.
Oh no, the specific thing is a key, which is the key to turn. It is donkey.
Oh my God.
That was nice. Now we move on to the nice gentleman here. If you were given $5 million right now, but you have to consume a pill and you don't know if you will wake up the next day, will you still take the $5 million?
No, I'll donate.
So you will take them.
Yeah, I'll take them and donate.
You will take them anyways. But when will you donate if you don't wake up next day?
No, I'll get it.
I'm sitting next to you, please.
What is the one thing you're likely to forget when you're leaving house?
Forget
You're likely to forget when you're leaving the house.
mobile,
Any game you are addicted to?
crickets,
Nice. In which subject were you worst at school?
liking subject.
Worst.
No, worst. Which was your
Worst
worst subject in school?
Nothing. I like every subject.
Oh, you're a scholar.
I like every subject. I love every subject.
Okay. What makes you nervous?
Nothing.
Fantastic. What kind of a room has no doors or windows?
Mushroom, maybe.
Yes.
Mushroom. Oh my.
She is winning it.
So this is against 5 million. Right?
Yeah. What is a piece of advice you would give to the younger architects?
To whatever work you do, you love your work.
Which character would you like to play from any movie as if it were you?
Father role.
Father?
Role.
Father roles. I thought he'll say hero.
Well,
Oh.
that's a-
He is talking of current time. Jayani ke din gaye.
जवानी के दिन गए? नहीं मुझे तो नहीं लग रहा है.
जब तक शाहरुख और सलमान है तो you can also be a hero.
Perfect. In college, were you standing out as a student or you were an outstanding student?
outstanding.
Perfect. Nice. What is arithmophobia?
Nothing. No phobia is.
But what is arithmophobia? Madam knows the answers, right?
Bad in mathematics.
Again, she wins it.
Against 5 what?
5 million, na?
I
Getting the
think
5
there are
million
5
from it.
answers.
Yeah.
मेरे भी 3 दे देना.
Very nice.
वो तो डिपेंड्स कि तुझे कितना दे रही है.
अभी देखते हैं. Now it's your turn. Who's your first role model?
My first role model. My father.
If given a chance, What is the one thing that you would like to change about architecture in India?
I would like to change the administrative, all the people sitting in the administration who are framing the bylaws and rules, regulations, and give more freedom to creativity and design.
Fantastic. I think that's the need of PR, really.
Really need it.
Yeah. What is the worst movie you've seen?
First movie.
Worst. अच्छा first भी बता सकते हैं वो साथ में?
First में
नहीं first भी चलेगा worst भी चलेगा.
No, you want first or the worst?
I want both now.
तड़प.
No, the worst one I saw recently.
We saw together Tadap movie. Worst movie. And it's in open theater.
Roaming around in the mall. Nilingo movie.
Yeah, it's that worst.
It's worse.
No, the worst one I just recently saw. That कौन सा शाहरुख खान Pathan.
Oh.
Pathan, I couldn't see more than half interval. Before interval, we
The
had to
reviews were enough to motivate me not to go to the theater.
Interval, we were just discussing whether we should stay back or leave.
And the first one which I must have seen is when I was very small, I was crazy. I used to think I am Lord Hanuman because, I used to move around with a gada and a tail. So I used to see any movie which was Hanuman, Veer Hanuman and all those things. So that I must have seen the first one in my life.
Now, somebody is going to make a movie about you. Then who would you choose to play your role?
You can say Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt can play my
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is good. Good choice. Favorites?
nice dreams. Nice dreams.
And have you ever lied to your wife?
Have you ever?
No,
Just reverse it, na?
Have you ever been spoken truth to your wife?
To your wife.
always spoken truth. Never lied.
This was the last lie. Till now.
This is a lie.
See, wives are so suspicious that they will not believe you one day. If you even speak truth.
So anyways, you're a liar by default.
That is not, no one can understand better than you.
Okay. Who invented the computer?
Invented the computer? No idea.
All right. Charles Babbage. Okay, now we are going to have this round in which there are questions, and the one who answers them all, she's already ahead. One gets a nice.
He's answered our questions also.
Got 5 million. I'll add now to my property.
So if a plane crashes on the border of Canada and Australia, where do you bury the survivors?
What? Can you ask again?
If a plane crashes on the border of Canada and Australia,
Border of Canada and Australia.
Canada and USA, sorry, where do you bury the survivors?
Why bury the survivors? My God.
He's thinking,
My God.
women are sharp, women are winning this. Who was the chief architect of the Eiffel Tower?
Eiffel?
Eiffel, Mr. Eiffel.
No.
No.
Come on, I'm banking on you now.
Yeah. 1 more million has come to me.
It has to be Mr. Eiffel.
No, you it's...
No.
तो Eiffel नाम क्यों रखा?
Eiffel was the engineer. No, the
Eiffel Tower made by for exhibition,
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a temporary
Eiffel was the
structure.
engineer.
It is an engineering job,
It's
but
engineering and that was
there
made
was
by
architect
exhibition,
also.
Is it?
yeah.
Who was that?
See, architecture, entry. So wherever there's architect, we tend to see. So
There is a
check.
name, but I also forgotten because they have made, this is a temporary structure. They are doing that some.
It was first
exhibition and-
drawn by an artist.
This.
Then it was taken up by the engineer.
Because they are doing some exhibition to this is the gate and this is the temporary structures they have to do. But after that, it's so much famous and again they are going to.
It's Stephen Sovistre.
But who was Eiffel?
Eiffel
Why
was
was
the
it
engineer.
named Eiffel?
Eiffel was the engineer.
He was the
So
engineer.
you had asked about the architect.
Yeah. So,
I was saying who was the engineer?
okay, what occurs once in every minute, twice in every moment, and never in 1,000 years?
What?
What occurs once in every minute, twice in every moment, and never in 1,000 years?
Once in every minute.
Minutes.
Twice in every moment.
Oh, I
Em-
know. No.
Yes, she wins it. Hands down. I'm so
Yeah,
happy. More to women, more power to women. So with this very lovely rapid fire round, where the ladies have won it out, we come to the end of this wonderful episode where we have got some wonderful insights into energy conservation. And thank you to our lovely guest. We would like to finish this episode with some takeaway message, your life mantras for a lovely audience.
Well, my life mantra has been that always be there when you are required. Because if you lose a moment, then you are 10 steps down. So I never like to be away. Whenever the opportunity is there, I'm always there. Forehead.
My life mantra is you need to love what you do.
Always do what makes you feel happy and what you like.
So with this, we have come to the end of this very lovely episode. Keep upgrading your life with these lovely life mantras. Keep listening to your architects and designers with the tips that they give you. Stay tuned always to ICE, the talk show Designer's Glory, and I will see you soon with episode 6. Till then, bye-bye.